The Democratic Party is facing a major shift. Liberals are done with Joe. They don't want him in charge, and Kamala is totally faded. They need a savior, someone to rally around, because they're not rallying around Joe at all. But I think they've found the new belle of the ball, Liz Warren. Young progressives have dumped Biden and are flocking to the senator from Massachusetts. We've been following this. She's making more powerful endorsements than the president, and she's been very strategic. She's locked in on radical left issues and owns them: canceling student loan debt, taxing billionaires, making big corporations pay, and of course, going green. Warren's very calculated in every move she makes, and she's just outsmarting Joe and Kamala. When the Supreme Court draft leaked last week, Warren was front and center, completely outshining the rest of the party.
I am angry. Say it with me. We are not going back. We are not going back. Not ever. Not ever. Not ever. Not ever. Not ever. Not ever. Never.
The Republicans have maneuvered more and more extremists into office, and they've been able to just chip at it. This is the day to get in the fight so that come November, we have enough people in office who will protect the right of a woman to choose.
So Liz is giving this new lib generation exactly what they want: a far-left voice that's going to try to make all their extreme dreams come true. And Axios is reporting she's building strong connections throughout the Department of Education, the NSC, the Treasury, and the DNC. So what is Liz Warren planning? Kayleigh McEnany, the former White House press secretary and co-host of Outnumbered. So what do you think she's up to, Kayleigh?
So she swears she's not running for president in 2024 and that she's just running for Senate. But doesn't every politician swear that to us, Jesse, before they actually mount a bid? But what is interesting to me is you just showed a clip of her on the steps of the Supreme Court, rallying with the grassroots. You showed a clip of her able to put words together on The View, unlike "I've never been to Europe" Kamala Harris. And while Liz Warren is garnering in the progressives quite well, Kamala Harris is doing everything in her power to avoid Joe Biden. There was reporting in Politico she wouldn't even film a video with him about student loan debt out of fear of losing her liberal street cred. So this may be a budding replacement for the Veep.
Do you think that Kamala and Joe should be worried? You hear these things about, is Joe running again? Is he not? And Kamala doesn't have a shot, but she's the only one who thinks she does. Should Liz Warren be a concern? Because it looks like she's got all the juice that she needs right now.
I do. I think she's a dark horse candidate. Back when I worked at the Republican National Committee, I remember some of my colleagues whispering, she's more formidable than people think in terms of getting the nomination. But Kamala's not going to get it. Biden says he's running. His sister swears he's running. He swears he's running. I actually think he probably will run unless his better angels or... I do. I really think he's going. He's too stubborn not to. And everyone was saying, don't pull out of Afghanistan. He did it anyway. He's a stubborn old man. He's running, but he's going to be primaried. Kamala can't do it. The West Wing, apparently there's a whisper campaign in there for Pete Buttigieg. But don't count Liz Warren out. She's a dark horse, and she's principled. I will say I don't like her principles. Unlike Kamala, who's politically calculating, Liz Warren does have principles. She's even stood up for the January 6th rioters, saying they deserve to have court dates and due process. So my point is, don't like her politics, but at least she's principled in where she stands. Would
it be principled to primary a sitting president of your own party?
That's where those principles go out the window, Jesse. That's where personal interest comes in.
Right.
Look, I think Bernie, he has not ruled out running. He said if Biden doesn't run, maybe I'll run. But he's the most politically weak candidate we've had since Jimmy Carter. There will be a primary challenge.
There will be.
Who it may be is the question. But, Pete Buttigieg, even on Air Force Two, Kamala Harris's plane, he's talking to the press, asked if Joe Biden's going to run, is he going to win, et cetera. And he didn't just say, Joe Biden's running, I stand behind him. He gave a very nuanced, kind of vague answer that I could tell you if any cabinet official gave in Trump's cabinet, probably wouldn't be a cabinet member anymore.
All right. Well, if they do have that primary debate, we'll be watching, and that will just be delicious. Thank you so much, Kayleigh.
Thanks, Jesse.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.